Donald Trump calling them garbage.
Director of White House Stenography Amy Sands reprimanding the White House press office in an email for releasing an altered transcript. She writes, quote, "Please avoid sharing rush draft excerpts, which are subject to review and might create confusion among staff, media, and the public."
Fox's Brooke Singman reporting America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
All right, good morning, and let me just say here at 7:05 a.m., Bridget, I wonder, following a Halloween night, how people are feeling this morning.
Someone check on a teacher today about, 3:30, 4 o'clock?
Oh, I'd say
maybe before that.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
7 or 8. I don't know. Yeah, what a busy night last night for a lot of people. I tell you right now, there was trick-or-treating all over the place. Mm-hmm. Reagan went to her friends in Anatole last night. Never seen anything like it. And I'm sure Lakewood was crazy. I'm sure that Michigan Avenue was crazy. How was the block party last night?
Block party was great. I mean, it was a huge crowd out there, as always. And, yeah, we had a great time out there. The weather was just perfect. So I think that's why a lot of people were out and about yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, Fruit Loops, how was your Halloween Halloween night last night?
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I went home and sat on the couch.
You didn't take your girls trick-or-treating?
No,
derelict?
we had a house full of sick girls.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So we didn't get to this year.
Well, old and sick, too, as I understand. All right, so big night last night. Hey, and before I get to the news here, go to our Facebook page. Maybe Sheridan will also put it on Instagram. There was a flash mob. I want to call it a mosh pit, but it was a flash mob on Centenary last night. Now, they may or may not have rehearsed for the last 6 weeks. Yes, they have.
Wow.
But they did an incredible job. Go look at that video. We've already had about 10,000 people see it or more. But you put it up last night. But anyway, that was pretty cool, actually. You're going to want to see that. Hey, Fruit Loops, we had hundreds of people submit costume pictures yesterday. Can you start scrolling some of those later?
I'll see what I can do.
Get out. I don't care. Well, speaking of big crowds, let's get to local and state news. The Logan Thompson Law News Desk, 37,414 people voted early in Bradley County for this 2024 federal and state general election, including the presidential election. That's 37,414. You say, how does that compare to 2020? In 2020, we had 35,548, so nearly 2,000 more early votes in Bradley County in this year compared to the last federal presidential election race in 2020. Yesterday, we had the second most early votes of the early voting period. 2,910 voted early yesterday. Now it's Election Day. Come join me on Election Day if you haven't voted yet. We'll have Tuesday is Election Day. Polls open 8 a.m., close at 8 p.m. Last year, we had Fran Green told me, had about 9,700 people voted on Election Day last year. If that happens again or somewhere close to it, we will beat the overall total from 2020 when Election Days combined. We had right at 45,000 people in Bradley County vote totally in 2020. So right now we're at 37,414. So there you go. If you've not voted, folks, let's keep it going here, and let's vote on our election night special Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Coming up here in about 20 minutes, we'll be joined by Senator Bill Hagerty, who has got a lot of rumors about him. If Donald Trump wins the presidential election, that he will join his cabinet. A lot of people talking about the Secretary of State position, but I'm sure he will not want to talk about that or just talk about the election. We'll talk with Senator Hagerty at 7:30 this morning. There was a fire last night at the Mountain View Inn on the hill here in Cleveland. According to Assistant Cleveland Fire Chief Pete Van Dusen, he told us the fire was confined to a mechanical room. However, Clean Utilities did have to disconnect power to the entire building. Management's working with the American Red Cross to work out a solution for the occupants. It was a single vehicle crash which backed up traffic on 25th yesterday afternoon at about 3 o'clock. It happened around the location of the old Cleveland Daily Banner building on 25th Street. Authorities say the vehicle went off the road and rolled twice. The condition of the driver is unknown. Well, that crash that we reported on extensively yesterday morning on I-75 northbound, we now have more details from our news partners at Local 3. An investigation has begun concerning the death of a Superior traffic control worker on I-75 north near Cleveland, just south of APD 40. Yesterday morning, the worker was struck by a vehicle. The State Department of Labor and Workforce Development says investigation process is continuing. Tomorrow is Household Hazardous Waste Collection Day. Provides Bradley County residents a free opportunity to dispose of hazardous items. Please do not bring your mother-in-law. That gets really embarrassing. Now, Tim Mason tried to bring his. That's just not funny. This is his deal. It's not funny. Commissioner Mason, good morning. Christy and everybody. The event will take place tomorrow, 8 a.m. till noon at the Bradley County Justice Center. All right. So that is the news. Again, a huge night last night in Cleveland, especially at the block party downtown Cleveland. As we have, you can go back and watch coverage of that on mixtv.tv. And Cleveland High School won their game at where were they? Steve. Defeated Hardin Valley 28-0 last night. So Cleveland. They'll know more after tonight about their playoff positioning. Next week, they will travel. We do know that. And we got a major game tonight, folks, a region championship game tonight. Walker Valley will host McMinn County for the region championship kickoff 7 o'clock. We'll have it on WCLE 99.1 FM. We'll have it on mixtv.tv. Get your tickets early at the Monogram Market, Town Squire, and Gobbles Automotive. That's tonight, 7 o'clock for the region championship. If Walker Valley wins, they win the region. If McMinn County wins, it gets a little more complicated. We'll get into that on sports following our Senator Hagerty interview just after 7:30. Then our first check of the streets.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway at any time at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is looking great so far as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art, automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, it's time for our Hardee's Wake Up. Oh, what a great morning to get a great start. Breakfast at Hardee's. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast includes made from scratch sausage and egg biscuit, biscuits and gravy, country fried steak biscuit. You know, especially you parents out there, went trick-or-treating last night. You need this morning. I guarantee you that. And you know, that delicious Hardee's coffee, which they redesigned probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Choose 2 of the same or mix and match for delicious breakfast variety. There is a Hardee's near you, I promise you.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Right now, take up to 5 years no interest financing on Tempur-Pedic purchases, only for a limited time this fall. Only at Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's favorite mattress store.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
Today's best mix and best variety mix 1041 at 716.
Here at Mermaid Mattress, we're revolutionizing the way you shop. We offer actual stores you can visit to try your new mattress before you buy it. Mermaid Mattress, we're just around the corner.
For today, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers, mainly during the morning, a high around 70 and a low of 57 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 77 and a low of 56. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy again and still warm with a high of 77. Your current Milligan vane temperature is 64 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air Radar, it's active this morning. We do have some rain showers all across our listening area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street, near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Independent Installation Services is hiring experienced insulation installers. Call us at 423-716-3762. Now, back to the music.
Mix 1041.
Well, good morning and welcome back. I hope you had a good Halloween. It is now time to flip the calendar into November, and we're starting off the month on a rainy note, something that we didn't have much of last month. In fact, it was the second driest October on record for Chattanooga. We only picked up 0.14 of an inch of rain, so just enough to wet the pavement. Here's a look at your radar this morning. Some heavier showers now coming down into parts of Fannin and Gilmer counties, moving from basically west to east. We also have some pretty steady steady rain about to move into Hamilton County. We have that coming down along portions of the Cumberland Plateau from Pikeville down to Mont Eagle. Also some pretty steady rain into northeast Alabama, and it's all because of this front. So we've been tracking out this front for a couple of days. Now, it was giving places to our west some severe weather both yesterday and the day before, but fortunately it's not going to be dealing with any good ingredients for severe weather as it moves through, which means we're not going to be dealing with any thunder, lightning, gusty winds, or hail or tornado threat, which is always good news this time of the year because we are starting to get into that second severe weather season. But fortunately, we're just dealing with some rain this go round. Here's a look at your road conditions. Wet from Athens to Murphy to Blue Ridge to Chattanooga back into northeast Alabama. So no matter where you're traveling, if you're watching us this morning, you are going to be dealing with some wet roadways, and that's going to continue through this afternoon. And then by this evening, just in time for some Friday night football, we will gradually start to taper off of any rainfall. But here's a look at Lake Guntersville down in Scottsboro. You can see some of that rain falling. The pavement is wet. So if you are going to be traveling out in northeast Alabama, just be mindful. Like everywhere else, there's going to be some wet roadways. As for your temperatures, very mild for this time of the year. Typically, we're waking up to the 40s, but it is 66 here in Chattanooga. So feeling almost like a summer morning. 63 in Blue Ridge and 65 in Athens. Highs today generally going to be in the lower 70s. Again, with the cloud cover, we're not going to see those temperatures warm up quite as fast as they did yesterday. In fact, yesterday we actually hit 81 in Chattanooga, which wasn't a record, but still a very warm Halloween. And looking ahead over the next 6 to 10 days, really not seeing any signs that the pattern's going to significantly change, which means we're likely to be stuck in this warmer than normal temperature pattern for the next week, week and a half, maybe even through the middle of November before we see any kind of changes. And through next week, notice those highs are going to be in the mid to upper 70s with a few days even hitting in the 80s by next Thursday. We're looking at 80 degrees, which will be nearly 15 degrees above normal. So here's a look at your November overview. For the first day, our average 68, average low 45, but notice they come down into the 50s and 30s. By the end of the month, we pick up normally about 5 inches of rainfall. We'll see. It's been pretty dry over the last couple months. We lose 45 minutes of daylight, and typically our first freeze happens on November 9th here in Chattanooga, and early
break on MixTV.tv. Hey, Mix Mornings is presented by Bradley Medical Center. Good morning. Get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list on this morning after Halloween. Hey, everybody well rested after last night? Just want to make sure.
We're here.
Everybody say, hey, I got too much sleep. Yeah. How are your children this morning? That little candy? Hey, good morning, teachers. Hey, teachers, let me tell you something. Teachers, this morning is when you earn your money. And this is the morning when you realize you should make more money.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, over to you.
Happy birthday to our friend Montana Arterson today over at Honey Baked. Hope he has a wonderful birthday today.
Montana. Really gotten a great chance to get to know him. And we finally got Cruella DeVille out of there. Trish Sluter, I love Marty. But anyway, they're doing a great job at Honey Baked Ham.
That's right. Emily Shaw is 17 today, and she is a student at Walker Valley, where she is a member of the Color Guard there. And then Trish Hawsey is going to be 65 on Sunday. This is Mike's wife, and he says she is the best partner, mom, nana, and great nana ever. That's from her husband, Mike Lee.
A daughter, on her, though. That's too bad.
Grandson, and great-grandson. Wow. So happy birthday to Trish on Sunday. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Join Simmons Bank at their brand new location in Cleveland, Stewart Road at Keith Street. They're in Farmland Corner from 10 to 1 on Wednesday. They're having a big client and community appreciation event. Free hamburgers and hot dogs for you. That is on Wednesday.
All right, I'd say Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, Fall Fun Friday. Bridget, this Friday, today, presented by Green Acres. And I tell you, they've got a lot of great things for people at Green Acres.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Of course, as we say, that is the place to be for a great breakfast and lunch. And then, of course, they have a lot of great produce as well. Great things there inside the store that you won't find anywhere else. So stop by and see our friends there at Green Acres, located on Georgetown Road, across the street from Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law.
a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Before the news, we're giving away part of Fall Fun Friday. As I do 55 things here at one time, let me concentrate. We're giving away a pair of passes to Dollywood. So if you want to win those passes, call or text. Call the volunteer, Red Mix line, 423-614-6499. Text that same number on our Cleveland State text line. 37,414 Bradley County voters went to the polls early in this presidential election year of 2024. So that beats 2020 by about, matter of fact, a little over 2,000 votes. So we did a little, about 2,100. My math's remedial, by the way. About 2,100. Oh, I want to show up here. 2134. I did that on the top of my head. My parents met in summer school for math. That's not a joke. 2134. I'm going to have to write that down so I remember that. 21. Want all my math teachers at Cleveland High and Cleveland, all of you, Stewart, Family Life Center, all of you. I want you to hear what that, because they all fail me, basically. 37,414 early votes in Bradley County. That's, again, better than 2020, Election Day, Tuesday, if you've not voted. We'll have the polls open 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Our election night special gets underway at 7 o'clock. There was a fire at the former Mountain View Inn on the Hill at exit 25 last night. Pete Van Dusen, Assistant Fire Chief, Cleveland Fire Department, told us it was confined to a mechanical room, but more on that at the top of the hour. Then yesterday we reported extensively on that. It was a fatal traffic crash on I-75 northbound where a Superior traffic control worker was killed. That was exit 20 right around APD 40, just south of APD 40. And so that investigation is continuing. It's Household Hazardous Waste Collection Day tomorrow, 8 to noon at the Bradley County Justice Center. And Lee Homecoming Weekend all really begins today. A big concert tonight. All activities tomorrow and the basketball games tomorrow afternoon here on Mix 104.1 starting at noon as well, thanks to CHI Memorial, our sponsor of our Lee Athletics. So anyway, it's a big, big weekend coming up.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway at any time at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. And taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate still looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. As exciting changes are happening at Southland Finance, they're still here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. Call or stop by their Cleveland office, 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware. Find out how Southland Finance is growing to serve you. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Ford is built for growth in October. Find great specials that...
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga. With an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products, make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, and tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
X1041 MixTV.tv, our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Whenever you see the big box chains that sell mattresses, you'll also find locally owned Mermaid Mattress, either across the street or around the corner, where more of your dollars will stay local.
All right, for today, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers, mainly during the morning, a high of 70 and a low of 57 tonight. For tomorrow, partly cloudy and warm again, a high of 77 and a low of 56. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy skies and a high of 77 again. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 64 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, we do have rain showers all across our listening area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, Hello Human Kindness, 7:30, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. But tell you what, let's say good morning, actually, to Senator Bill Hagerty of the Volunteers Day. Good morning, Senator.
Good morning, Steve. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I guess that really leads into my first question for you. I know it was a very busy Friday before the election, so thank you for joining us. How are you feeling, Senator, about this presidential election and really the election overall?
Well, Steve, I'm feeling optimistic, and I'll tell you why. I've been out campaigning in the battleground states, and I have seen the momentum just completely moving in President Trump's direction and failing in Vice President Harris's direction. I think she's lost all momentum. I was in Pennsylvania earlier this week, last week as well. Every time you step into a restaurant or a gas station or any place that has a TV screen, I went into a sports bar to use the restroom at one point, and they probably had about 8 screens up, and everything was negative ads, either by Harris against Trump or by Bob Casey, the senator there, against Dave McCormick, our Republican senatorial candidate. All they're doing is hitting the airwaves with literally, they've wasted over $1 billion with nothing but negativity, giving no one a positive reason to vote for them. And President Trump has a very simple answer. He's going to fix it. And as I look at working men and women across this country, they want this fixed. This is a terrible problem. I would have never dreamed we would have seen our economy hit the tank the way it has. People's real wages are down since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris took office. Our security crime in the cities is a disaster right now because of the collapsed southern border, fentanyl, drugs, crimes, in our streets. If you think about the border itself, with over 10 million people, could be as high as 20 million people illegally invading our country just since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris invited them in. The borders are Kamala Harris' complete failure on that mark. And then if you look overseas, we're in hot wars right now thanks to the Biden administration and their failure to lead. No embarrassment worse, I think, than what happened in Afghanistan, which precipitated and emboldened, I think, other nations, authoritarian nations, to move in the direction they are. So you look at those basic questions and you say, who can fix this? There's just one person, and that's Donald Trump. He's on the ballot, and people are voting today, and our early voting numbers are looking extremely good, not only for President Trump, but for our U.S. Senate candidates. I think we're going to flip the Senate as well.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty. Senator, you mentioned you were in Pennsylvania. You know, if you look at the news leading into this election, especially the national outlets, it seems that many people are saying it really all comes down the big enchilada, where it was Florida, Florida, Florida in 2000, that it's Pennsylvania in 2024. Do you see it that way?
It easily could be, Steve. I think that if that's the case, I'm feeling good. I'm going to be back in Pennsylvania yet again before Election Day. So it's certainly where I've got my focus and have had my focus for some time. I've been working hard for over a year to put a ground game in place. We've got canvassers on the ground up there right now that are going door to door, encouraging people to vote early, to get out and vote. We're going to keep doing that and basically fall across the finish line in exhaustion. But we're going to do everything that we can. Spending on the airwaves up there, as I mentioned, is hit the point of diminishing returns. They've got the rates so high that the Harris campaign has basically bought every available slot. They've jacked TV rates up to a point that it's ridiculous expenditures, and at the same time, I think people are just numb to it, Steve. And I think the Harris administration is going to look back and say, boy, we missed something with the podcast. President Trump has found this long-form podcast, and so have I, so has Vice President, hopefully Vice President J.D. Vance and others, a way to really explain policies and what we're thinking, what we're like. President Trump has done a masterful job of this, and Kamala Harris couldn't withstand, anything like an hour or even a 3-hour Joe Rogan podcast. She just wouldn't be able to withstand that. So the American public are getting the information through different sources. They're getting a lot more information that they need, as opposed to these ads that I've seen in Pennsylvania, which are entirely deceptive about President Trump, entirely deceptive about Dave McCormick. I think the public's getting numb to it. And I think what we're going to see, even though it looks like it's going to be close, I think we're going to see a victory for Trump and for McCormick in Pennsylvania on Election Day.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty this morning on this Friday morning before the election on Tuesday. I've read reports, and maybe you can speak to this. Of course, the biggest game in college football tomorrow is Ohio State at Penn State. It's a top 5 matchup. I've read that former President Trump will be in attendance. Can you tell us about that? Any news on that?
I don't have the president's official calendar and what's been disclosed as yet, so I've always been careful not to get ahead of him in terms of where where his calendar has him. But certainly that's a very real possibility. But as I said, I'm not in a position to confirm his official calendar.
Senator Hagerty, let me revisit a couple of things that have happened in the last week. Madison Square Garden. Before I go into that, just tell me about, in your opinion, that rally for the former president in New York's Madison Square Garden, what that meant to him personally, obviously being from New York, but then just that atmosphere.
Well, the atmosphere was electric. I tell you, it was, I was on the floor of the convention. I was there in Madison Square Garden. I can tell you there was more energy there in Madison Square Garden than I've ever seen. I think there's a good reason for that, too. The convention was right after an assassination attempt on President Trump. I know the mainstream media would like to not cover that at all, so people forget what happened, what the real threat to democracy is here in America. But, it was a more somber environment, I must say, at the convention, but this really did feel like, an all hands on deck.
Senator? We may have lost the senator. Senator Hagerty, can you hear me? All right, maybe we'll try to reestablish contact. We've lost the senator. There we go. Hey, Senator.
There we go. Much better. Much
there we
better
go.
Connection, Steve. Sorry for technical difficulty there.
No, you're fine. You were discussing the Madison Square Garden rally.
Yeah, the point being, Steve, that the energy there was just breathtaking. People, I think, are ready for this nation to be fixed. They know there's one man that can do it. President Trump was in just exceptional form, and he is. He looks great. He feels great. He's drawing energy from this process. And I think he can feel the fact that he's winning. In fact, I was talking to Dave McCormick, our Senate candidate in Pennsylvania, and I said, Dave, you are the best barometer at this point of whether you're going to win or not, because you're taking in data from all sides, and importantly from the people that you're interacting with. President Trump certainly is in that same position, can feel it right now, and it feels very much like he's going to take this. The American public need him to take this, and I'm feeling better every day that that's going to be the result.
Well, I'll let you go here in about a minute, Senator Hagerty, but one question for you. Obviously, in the last week, there has been some rhetoric out there. There was a comedian who talked about Puerto Rico that's made a lot of news about the island of Puerto Rico, and then just a couple of days ago, President Biden called the Trump supporters garbage. He then the Associated Press reports last night that the White House Communications Office was caught changing the transcript in real time. So there's a lot of questions. So just talk about the rhetoric, how that plays, do you think, into the overall election picture?
Well, one important distinction that the partisan media fails to draw is that comedian on stage, and I saw him, I couldn't even hear what he was saying just because there were so many people there and so much excitement. But whomever that comedian is, supposedly, makes his living by insulting people, and some folks find that funny. Obviously, President Trump and the campaign have distanced themselves from this guy and his comments, but that's a comedian on stage. You had Joe Biden on the air calling Trump supporters, people that would support President Trump, garbage. That's going to be over half the United States, I believe. And I think it just underscores the sheer disrespect and elitism of the Democrat Party and where they've landed. The flyover states like Tennessee, are forgotten by the coastal elites. They think that they should be able to just dictate to us, what we should accept. And the American public has fed up with that. That's why Donald Trump has really touched the core of America's psyche, I think. Finally, we've got a person who's going to stand up for us. And that's why Donald Trump has become so popular. That's why people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris can't stand it. And the White House, again, caught lying and rigging right in the middle of an election. It just seems to be the Democrat theme. Rig it if you can't win it.
Senator Bill Hagerty, there are stories around this nation that say if Donald Trump wins the election Tuesday, that you, sir, will become Secretary of State or you will have a place in the cabinet. What do you say in response?
I'm aware of those stories, but I tell you at this point, Steve, they're nothing but speculation. And the worst thing anybody could do would be to engage in speculation ahead of the most important election of our lifetimes. That's just a sideshow. What has to happen right now is President Trump has to win. I can just assure you of this. Having served in his administration before, he will put together a team of people that will help us fix this nation, help us bring America back, and bring us from the brink of what I think a very tragic situation here at home, a national security risk like we've never seen before with all these people that have come into our country that we can't even identify, and a situation overseas that's an embarrassment. He's going to address all of that, and he'll put a team around him to do so.
Last question. Is the election, as you see polls, you have information that the average person does not, is this election, in your opinion, as close as it's being portrayed in the national media?
Steve, it can be extremely close, and the poll numbers I've seen state by state are close, but every one of those poll numbers have President Trump up in every one of the battleground states. So if you go to the betting markets, it's much more of a blowout because all you have to do is win a state by one vote. And when you do, you win the entire state in your electoral votes in most cases. So the betting markets certainly show a much wider margin for President Trump right now than the polling data suggest. One other effect of the polling data is that President Trump voters are harder to get on the phone. They're also reluctant to answer condescending questions from pollsters. So there's always been an effect where President Trump actually performs better than what the polls would suggest. I still am optimistic, as I said. I'm going to remain cautious because the polls are close. And I hate to say this, Steve, but every time we talk about this, we've got to make certain that he wins and that our candidates win beyond what they call the margin of fraud. And if you look at Nevada, no further than Nevada, which could wind up being I hope not. I hope we're well past it at that point in time. But Nevada's Democrat-controlled Supreme Court has just authorized the continued counting of dated ballots until 3 days after the election.
Senator
That's
Bill,
just an invitation.
Yeah, Senator Bill Hagerty, I know you're extremely busy. I can't thank you enough for taking the time with us this morning.
Always great to be with you, Steve. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Well, there you go. Start with something you don't think about. You start thinking about the betting markets, which is obviously a big deal in this country now. All right, so let's now get to sports, and we have Drew Akins coming in here in just a few moments to talk about the big game tonight. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness, a sports report sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Wondering if the Town Squire is your one-stop...
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Maybe it began with a little girl.
And great service all in one place. The Town Squire. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. High school football supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Cleveland High School defeated Hardin Valley last night, 28-0 at Hardin Valley. So Cleveland will wait for results tonight and see where they will travel for the first round of the playoffs next Friday night. Tyner over Meigs County last night. If McMinn Central beats Chattanooga Central at home tonight, good morning, Matt Moody, everybody at Central. Tyner will win that Region 3-3A and have home field advantage for the playoffs. York Institute defeated Polk County in the final regular season game for Polk, 18-13 last night. So here we go. It's a showdown tonight, literally, at the OK Corral. McMinn County at Walker Valley for the region championship tonight. 7 o'clock we'll have it. Andy Morris, Jacob Mason, WCLE 99.1 FM on the Mix app, on your phones, mobile devices at mymix1041.com, and Dumb and Dumber and myself will have it. They actually dressed like that last night, which I thought was very appropriate. And I thought, now, Shelton had to wear a wig, you know. He got close on the Jim Carrey hair. But anyway, no, we'll have it on mixtv.tv tonight. If Walker Valley wins, we're about to have Coach Akins in here. But if Walker Valley wins tonight, they win the region. However, if McMinn County wins, they would, there's some other scenarios where East Hamilton could win the region. Andy Morris gave me a good talking to yesterday about that. He's the professor of all this. He knows what's happening. And but it's a huge game. So if you're Walker Valley, just win. Just win, baby. And that's tonight, 7 o'clock at Walker Valley High School. Tonight, get your tickets early at Monogram Market with Kathy Turner over there, the Town Squire, and Gobbles Automotive. Huge game tonight. We'll have double coverage for you. Bradley at Bearden tonight. It'll be Bradley's final game of the season. Season marred by injuries. Been tough, but of course, Damon Floyd in this season of 2024 became the winningest coach in Bradley history. So, been positives, and they're young, folks. So get ready for the Bears next season. They'll play at Knoxville Bearden tonight. 7 o'clock kickoff on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. What a game. Jets over the Texans last night, 21-13. NFL Thursday Night Football. Braves traded Jorge Soler to the Angels for pitcher Griffin Canning. Tennessee, Kentucky tomorrow. They're coming from the Commonwealth to Knoxville tomorrow night, 7:45. Right here, Mix 104.1, presented by TVFCU. Pregame 6:30, presented by Hardee's. Also on the Mix app tomorrow night. Georgia, Florida tomorrow, 3:30. ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Lee University homecoming tomorrow. Homecoming on the hill. Tomorrow, I'm finally going to try to get my diploma tomorrow. We'll see if that happens. 24 years later. Women basketball, they'll take on Grace College at noon. Good morning to the Fighting Marty Rose. Men will take on Bubba Ball. These are exhibition games, by the way. Take on his former team, University of Sewanee, at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Both games here, Mix 104.1, presented by CHI Memorial. Sunday, Cowboys at Falcons, kickoff 1 o'clock, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. And one of the worst, if this was a bowl game, they'd call it the toilet bowl. Patriots at the Titans. Both teams are awful. Kickoff Sunday, and I couldn't be happier. Sunday at 1 o'clock, Mix 104.1. What do you got?
We're your proud home of the Titans. No, I'm trying to charge here. The old
Well, let me tell you something, Bridget. You're trying to charge out with that cord, but there is power in the blood.
That's right.
Come on now. We're going to sing that at Lee Homecoming. There is power in the blood. So anyway, there you go. It's a big night tonight. Again, you can follow all the scores on our Southeast Tennessee football headquarters page, and do that at mymix1041.com through the night, our social mediums. I understand there was a flash mob last night on Centenary Avenue. Are you hearing about this?
I am hearing about that, yeah.
I've also some of those ladies involved in that. Hey, go to our Facebook. Mm-hmm. Did she put it on Instagram too?
I'm not sure, but I know it's on Facebook.
Just go there. We've had over 10,000 people look at it, but sources tell me there was 6 weeks of rehearsal.
Wow.
And some of the people that we know very well were in that flash mob. And it didn't look like a flash at all, did it? Flash mobs are supposedly spontaneous. Yeah. No, that was pretty cool. It really was.
It was.
I was, on pins and needles how cool it would be, but you put Sherry Fletcher and Vanessa Hammond and, oh Lord, now I'm going to get in trouble, Kim Griffin and Lisa Hoffer and Jill Norton, and there was Lori Puckett was there, about 25.
Wow.
25 to 30 women in that. Well, pretty cool. Go look at that. That's pretty neat. So they did it twice. Anyway, now who, hey, Griffin or Fletcher, one of you guys, or Hammond, who played Michael Jackson? That'll save me a text. I don't have time to text anybody. Who played Michael Jackson? They did Thriller in that flash mob.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news.
They asked me, I said no.
I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our chat.
Maybe it began with a little girl following a kaleidoscope of butterflies to a place beyond her dreams. But then it became a real kaleidoscope that you can walk and fly through, where we don't just welcome you, we celebrate you. As the colors swirl and spin, there's definitely beauty in this place, but it's also in those around you, and the memories will live in our hearts forever.
Dollywood, love every moment.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
I'm doing homecoming court tomorrow. I haven't done it in 20 years. Yeah. So they're going to do that at halftime of the men's game.
Is that your payment then? I mean,
my diploma?
Yeah.
Dr. Kahn's held it up for 24 years because of an overdue library book. Mm. Well, that's a joke. I never checked out a book at that library.
You don't even know where it is.
Drew Akins is next. Is he here?
He is here,
yes. 2 hours early. Who knew? Wow.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a busy family? Direct Primary Care Associates has helped the Rogers family and how they do medicine.
Direct Primary Care Associates has been a great support to our family. It's taken the doctor's office experience from a nightmare to a dream. I'm able to come in with all 3 of my kids. I'm seen in a timely manner by really professional, wonderful people.
Yeah, Direct Primary Care has been great for us, whether it's a bump or a bruise or a gash on the arm, or whether it's a fever at night or a stomach ache. We're able to either text our doctors through the app and ask questions, or we're able to get an appointment relatively pretty quick and be able to be seen that same day or next day usually. And it's changed the way that we view medicine.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson Bank different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
So he called me yesterday. I just left Townhouse, and he said, "Hey, Steve, we need some help. Need to find Daisy." It's a long, long story, but I did get a text from Steve about 10 o'clock. We put it on the air, and he thanked us. He said, anyway, they got Daisy back.
Oh, good.
And he told me yesterday Daisy sleeps on his arm about every night.
Oh.
Well, we were both crying. It was sad. Oh. We got Daisy back.
Oh, good.
It may be Friday, but Sunday's coming. Drew Akins, just go ahead and give your life over the Lord right now. I feel the Spirit's moving here this morning. Wait, hang on. Let me get your mic. Go ahead. I don't want to waste it here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen, praise the Lord for that.
Oh, yes!
But, man, I just don't have the dog gene in me. I tell people.
Oh, you little
Brindley,
pig.
listen, Brindley and Lachlan want one so bad. And I had Brindley believing I was allergic for years. Like, sorry, babe, we can't. I'm allergic. And she
Genius.
figured it out. Yeah.
All right, Brett, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank. I had to get that on for Steve and Emily. Hey, let's check our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Happy birthday to our friend Montana Arterson over at Honey Baked Ham. Hope he has a great birthday today. Also, Emily Shaw is 17. She's a student at Walker Valley, where she's a member of the Color Guard. Trish Hawsey is going to be 65 on Sunday. This is Mike Lee's wife. He says she is the best partner, mom, nana, and great nana ever. That's from her husband, daughter, grandson, and great-grandson. Billy Bynum is having a birthday tomorrow, and then Susan Kessler is also celebrating tomorrow. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. They invite you to join them at their brand new location in Cleveland at the corner of Stewart Road and Keith Street for a big client and community appreciation event Wednesday from 10 to 1.
Sandy Renner at Prestige is so happy that Daisy's home. If you go and get a manicure today with Sandy Renner at Prestige, one nail free. One nail free. Sandy, thank you. I know Sandy been crying all night about it, and we're excited. All right. Teresa Pike's she is going to get me down. Hey, Drew Akins, how in the world are you, buddy? It's a big, big day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big day. We're excited to be here. Start off our morning this morning with the seniors at Cracker Barrel doing our senior breakfast. Thank you to Cracker Barrel. They've been a great partner with us
cool.
all season. But it's just a nice time to celebrate with our seniors and really show them how much we care about them and love them. But obviously have a big game tonight and excited to play for a region championship.
It's a rare opportunity for a student athlete to be able to play for a championship in any sport at any level. So what are you telling your guys about this game tonight?
Yeah, our first thing we do when we get back in January. So, when we lost last season in the semifinals, we kind of give them that last little couple weeks off, and then we come back in January, we kind of reset. And when we did that meeting in January 11 months ago, the number one goal we put on the board was to go win a region championship. So everything we've done over 11 months was to accomplish that, and to be sitting in a place now where we control our own destiny. We've talked about it to our guys every day this week. Hey, everything you've done for 11 months, the times that you've shown up and didn't have to show up, the times you showed up and we were making you show up, the practices, the games, everything we've done to this point was for this moment, and you got to take advantage of this moment. And it's a great opportunity for our program to go play in back-to-back region championships and possibly win back-to-back championships. But ultimately, we want to go play as good a game as we can play with great energy and effort. If we do that, typically this year it's worked out for us.
Tonight, of course, Walker Valley will host McMinn County in a region championship game. Tell us, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll have it on 99.1 FM and MixTV.tv. And I'll tell you now, this game will also be on Mix 104.1 tonight. I know some people here will make that decision. Hey, Drew, tell us about McMinn County.
Listen, outstanding program. Coach Cagle, I think, does an unbelievable job. The best thing that Coach Cagle does, in my opinion, is they are playing their best football at the end of the season every year, and that to me is a sign of a good coach. It's a sign of a good program. At the beginning of the year, they struggled to start. Barely slipped by Bradley in a game where Bradley lost their quarterback and was kind of scrambling, and still only beat them by 3. And then I think they went on a 3-game losing streak and was 1-3, 1-4. But then rattled off 3 straight wins after that, and they're playing their best football right now. The quarterback's playing so much better, but where they make their money is with the offensive and defensive line. Those kids are big and physical and nasty. They got a real physical presence, and that's where we kind of built our team around too. So it's really good on good, and we're going to see who wins the line of scrimmage tonight, and it's going to be a difficult task because they are very good up front. They run the ball downhill. They stop run, and those things are going to be things we're going to have to be able to throw the ball in order to win that. And so are they. We kind of built around the line of scrimmage too. So counting on Troy Duskevich and Jack Shantz to stop their run game, and counting on our offensive line, Tate Roundtree, to go move them enough to run the ball efficiently. But I would expect a low-scoring game. If the over/under points is anything above 40, I'll be shocked.
Wow. We're joined by Walker Valley football head coach Drew Akins ahead of tonight's region championship game at Walker Valley. Get your tickets early at the Monogram Market, also at Gobbles Automotive and the Tone Squire. Hey, Drew, just a final word here, and anything you want to add? I don't know what we could say more about it, really. Hang on. You told me off the air, you've been preparing for a long time for this game. You're ready to play, aren't you?
Yeah, I told my wife last night when we were we were headed to trick-or-treating, and I said, man, I'm really glad we're doing this tonight because my mind needs to get off this game. We've been preparing for this for 3 weeks, and it's to the point where we're ready to play. However it goes, but we've got a plan. We've been preparing for this plan, and now it's just time to go execute the plan. And I know, Coach Cagle's done the same thing. So it's going to be an awesome night. It's going to be a great plan. A great atmosphere, and you said the last word. My mind always goes to the atmosphere that we've built at Walker Valley, and the community, and the amount of kids that are involved in a Friday night has become overwhelming. Honestly, it's a ton of fun. Friday nights with our cheer and our student section, and obviously the band in the end zone, and just our community. The atmosphere we've created at Walker Valley for Friday nights has been really fun. Mike Turner always jokes, we've created. We don't even get to play a football game anymore. It's a carnival. So he told me last week that he's ordered a Ferris wheel. He's going to put it up in the grass.
Turner's pretty funny when he's awake. He's pretty funny,
So no, it's a great atmosphere. It should be a great evening tonight, and we're really excited about that.
See, and there's Mike Turner, the old coach. I mean, all that. It's like Turner Jackson. I mean, these guys. And then, all of this stuff around it. But let me tell you something. It's the full atmosphere, man. And we love it. Look forward to tonight. We'll be there and can't wait to be there, Coach. And thank you for coming in this morning.
Absolutely, man. I always appreciate y'all support. The support from Andy and Josh and this program, and just the amount of support y'all give the high schools and the platform you give us to celebrate student athletes is awesome, man. I really appreciate what y'all do for us.
That's why we're here. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. See you tonight. Coach Drew Akins, everyone. How'd trick-or-treating go? Was it pretty good? Was awesome. Was it good? Yeah, we killed it. Oh, yeah, we killed it, he said. See you, buddy. I'll see you tonight. Good luck. All right, so McMinn County at Walker Valley. Now we can tell you we'll be here on Mix 104.1. We'll be on 99.1 FM. And we'll be on mixtv.tv. All supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We got news coming up. We got a huge morning going on here, folks. Buckle up. Get in here with us. Want to go see Dolly? Hello, Dolly. Man.
They're jumping.
I need to get this thing going until about 11 o'clock tonight. Dollywood passes on the line this morning. It's our Fall Fun Friday. Bridget, how do people register for that? Presented by Green Acres.
That's right. All you have to do is call or text 423-614-6499. Call us on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line or text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. So again, our number is 614-6499.
The news is next.
This news update is brought to you by Jim Rush Funeral and Cremation Services, serving families for more than 45 years. 2 locations, Wildwood and North Ocoee. JimRushFuneralHomes.com. Green Acres is the place to be for breakfast and lunch. They offer hot plate lunches and dessert options.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Interest financing on Tempur-Pedic purchases, only for a limited time this fall.
only at Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's favorite mattress store.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
See, now the advertisers are going to be lined up for Sheridan to do their spots. Because they've sold more tortilla soup at Chick-fil-A, although it's terrible.
Yeah, you're certainly not selling it for them.
It's not Chick-fil-A. I just don't like tortilla soup. I love Chick-fil-A. I think I was there, 3 times this morning. I'm kidding. But she sold it. So now they're in line.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheridan, charge extra. That's all I can tell you. Do your deal going in. All right, Bridget, come on. I don't have time for this. Why are you holding us up?
Me. For today, rain showers this morning and then remaining cloudy throughout the day. A high of 69 and a low of 57 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, a high of 77 and a low of 55. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy again and continued warm temperatures with a high of 77. Your current Milligan Vein temperature is 63 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar this morning, we do have rain showers all across our listening area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News. Chris Foster. 8 people are shot, 2 killed during a Halloween celebration in downtown Orlando, Florida. 17-year-old boy is in custody. There were shots fired at 2 locations outside a block apart. Orlando Police Chief Eric Smith says the shooter walked past at least 10 police officers.
Walked directly by them, kept moving past the officers. So he knew what he was going to do, what he thought in his mind was going to do. It's unfortunate. Some people see somebody they don't like, somebody that, they have some sort of beef with, and they take whatever action they're going to take.
The suspect was arrested for grand theft last year. Vice President Harris and former President Trump campaigned in Nevada last night.
At the top of my list is bringing down the cost of your living. That will be my focus every single day as president.
If she gets 4 more years, Kamala Harris will pick your pockets bare. We will not have a country.
They both hold rallies in Milwaukee, Wisconsin tonight. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com. .1041 local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. 37,414 people voted early, Bridget, in Bradley County.
That's right.
What do you think?
That is great news.
Pretty
Love
good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that is good, but remember, I want to put this in a little perspective here. We have over 70,000 potential voters in Bradley County. Fruit Loops, what would you say to the, let's say, I think it's actually over like 75. I don't know. I don't keep up. Just doing the news here. I don't know. No, Fruit Loops, what do you say to those people who haven't voted, including yourself?
Oh, there's a lot of people who vote on Election Day because that's very American.
That's me. I vote on Election Day. I love early voting. Love it. I'm one of these things we should move Election Day to a Saturday where more people could vote, period, but that's fine.
I have pity on her. Let's not do that.
What's wrong with your mic? It's going in and out. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Maybe it's the dead battery.
Maybe it's your battery.
It is more exciting to vote on Election Day, but I had to early vote because I have to work on Tuesday. I don't have time to stand in line.
I have never voted on Election Day.
Did you vote early?
Yes.
Oh, you already voted? All right. So now I can't pick on you. Anyway, we had, so let me get back to the news. I don't know what you people want. 2,910 people voted yesterday early, final day of early voting. Now, I was talking to Fran Green, the election director, last night. She said that was the second most we had. The first early voting day. We had over 3,000. So 37,414. All right, compare that to the 2020 presidential election in Bradley County. In 2020, we had 35,548. So we increased early voting this year over 4 years ago by 2,134 votes. And so if you're wondering, so we're at 37,414. We had right at 45,000 total votes, everything, in 2020. So we'd need about 8,000, close to 9,000 votes. We'll do it. We had 9,700 vote on Election Day in 2020. Get out there, folks. You haven't voted. Join me on Election Day. We have 17 Bradley County precincts. They'll open Tuesday, 8 a.m., close Tuesday night at 8 p.m. We'll go on the air with our Election Night special at 7 o'clock Tuesday night, presented by the Logan Thompson Law Firm. Obviously, we are going to be majorly interested in races on our Bradley County ballot, and the races in this region and in Tennessee. And we know, obviously, and we ourselves are looking at the presidential election and, of course, the federal elections and the Senate and the House of Reps, all that. Of course, the presidential election, the national outlets will be where most people go. We will ourselves. So Fox News, just to give you a little heads up here, we're going to go to Fox News blow-by-blow coverage, play-by-play coverage when we go off the air on radio on Tuesday night. There was a fire last night at what used to be the Mountain View Inn, of course, a long-time hotel, then was bought and sold a couple of times up on the hill. Pete Van Dusen, Cleveland Fire Department, told me last night the fire was contained to a mechanical room. However, Cleveland Utilities had to disconnect power to the entire building. The American Red Cross working with management there to place the occupants of the building. We reported heavily on what turned out to be a fatal traffic crash on I-75. It happened around 5 o'clock yesterday morning. Our news partners at Local 3 now say that a superior traffic control worker out there at I-75 mile marker 20, just south of APD 40, was killed in the crash, which reports say involved a semi-truck. The worker was struck by the vehicle, and the investigation is continuing. Now, Local 3 reports the investigation could take up to 6 months to complete. Household Hazardous Waste Collection Day is tomorrow in Bradley County. Bradley County residents have a free opportunity to dispose of hazardous items. And folks, look, it's not funny. Do not bring your mother-in-law. But we're tired of it. Now, Tim Mason brought his last. It's not funny. Commissioner, it's not funny. Christy cried several hours. So anyway, 8 to noon tomorrow at the Bradley County Justice Center. And it's homecoming on the hill at Lee University tomorrow. It really starts today. Go to leeuniversity.edu. See they got all the registration and everything happening this afternoon. Big golf tournament day. It's raining right now, but we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll go to an indoor state. Maybe they'll have the golf tournament, the Revolve pickleball. Mm-hmm. You think they could work that out?
They could try that.
Or this pickleball chapel they're building over here at Tinsley? Pledging their allegiance to pickleball. Anyway, Lee Homecoming, huge day tomorrow. Should be great weather. It's always great weather on Lee Homecoming, most of the time. We'll have all the department breakfast, and it's already been announced. Scott Taylor, Bank of Cleveland, is the Lee Honorary Alumnus of the Year, announced by Dr. Paul Kahn on this program last week. And we'll have the Lee Alumni of the Year. So all of that, and then the basketball games at noon and 2 o'clock tomorrow at the Paul Dana Walker, including the homecoming court. So all that, plus Lee Symphonic Band 35th anniversary concert tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Tonight is the big Traditions at Lee Music Festival. So Voices of Lee 30th anniversary. What more do you people want?
So much excitement.
Dr. Kahn and I have done so much for you.
What?
I know. We built all those buildings.
We. Okay.
I can't even get my diploma. What are you kidding?
Roadhouse
Got a check of the streets.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is looking good as well. We do have rain in the area, so drive safely. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The YMCA's after-school program provides a safe, enriching, and fun environment for kids to thrive beyond the school day. You can find out more at ymcachattanooga.org/Cleveland. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Also have a great Fall Fun Friday this morning. It's a pair of passes to Dollywood. Bridget, if people are out there say, you know what, I'd love to go to Dollywood, how do they register? What do they do?
It's very easy. Call or text 423-614-6499. Call us on the volunteer Ridipest mix line or text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. So again, 614-6499.
Our friends at Green Acres are making it possible here this morning.
That's right. Green Acres is the place to be for breakfast and lunch. Their lunch special for today is chicken and dressing. So you can stop by. Yes, they're located on Georgetown Road across from Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary School.
Shelter Insurance, 2334 Key Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Bender Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Bender Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Bender Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, bender-realty.com.
Right now, take up to 5 years no interest financing on Tempur-Pedic purchases. Only for a limited time this fall. Only at Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's favorite mattress store.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
This portion of Mixed Mornings, sponsored in part by the official coffee of Mixed Mornings at Scooter's Coffee.
It's a big day at Scooter's Coffee. Today is the launch of their holiday limited time. No.
Oh, okay. What happened?
It's the launch of their holiday limited time offerings. Scooters has teamed up with Hasbro, and so all of their holiday drinks are a Candyland theme.
Oh, that's cool. I love
yes.
Candyland.
So here are some of the ones they have. They have the Mr. Mint Mocha, the Mr. Mint Hot Chocolate, the Queen Frostine Sugar Cookie Latte, the Grandma Nut Latte, Grandma Nut Cold Brew, Jolly Gumdrop Smoothie.
Oh, man.
The Iceberry Ignite Red Bull Infusion, the Queen Frostine Sugar Cookie, the King Candy Cake Bite, and then they also will have a mystery drink available as well. So very fun times there at Scooter's Coffee.
Here we'll do it again. First person that gets to Scooter's Coffee. Everybody, first person to Scooter's Coffee, you call us. We have to hear the barista. We'll pay for your coffee. We'll pay for your order. Don't be ordering 25. Don't do like my friend over at Best Buy Metals. When he heard that, he started ordering breakfast for everybody he's ever known and people he doesn't know.
No, he didn't do
423-614-6499. Volunteer Red Pest Mix Line. This is not a text contest. This is a call contest, like God intended it. So, first person who calls us at Scooter's Coffee will pay for your order. But we've got to hear the barista. And don't be having your cousin, sister's wife, husband, blah, blah, blah. We ain't doing it. Jordan easily tried that on us last week. It ain't working. Yeah, I don't need that. All right.
Tennessee Valley weather.
I love Candyland. Probably my all-time favorite board game. I don't know, Monopoly's pretty well, but then Holden and Reagan started beating me at Monopoly.
Oh, goodness.
Love Candyland. That's a great game.
Yes.
That's really cool. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, 823.
Here at Mermaid Mattress, we're revolutionizing the way you shop. We offer actual stores you can visit to try your new mattress before you buy it. Mermaid Mattress, we're just around the corner.
All right, for today, we'll have rain showers this morning, remaining cloudy throughout the day. A high of 69 and a low of 57 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, a high of 77 and a low of 55. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy and warm again with a high of 77. Your current Milligan vane temperature is 64 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, we do have rain showers all across our listening area this morning.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Independent Installation Services is hiring experienced
dark.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Anyway, whatever. But it is what it is. So fall back. That's the only way I can remember it. Fall back 1 hour. So before you, Bridget, before you go to, we know you're now going to North Cleveland Church of God. You've left Mount Olive. Said.
I have not.
Kevin McGlamory is picked up as a new. There's a new name written down in glory.
We'll actually be at Daisy Church of God on Sunday watching our children sing with Campus Choir.
Is that Saudi Daisy?
Yes.
The Daisy Church of God.
Yes.
Well, that makes Steve Bullins cry this morning, him and Emily. Daisy came home.
Oh.
Got Daisy back.
So glad.
I don't think I can get into the details of all this, but let's just say that if you think the Israeli-Palestinian negotiations are a big deal, this is even bigger. We got Daisy back. Sandy Renner, grandmother to Daisy, Emily's mom. Of course, I think about Sandy's mom, Lil, Diamond Lil. But anyway, I digress. Sandy's so happy. Daisy came home.
Good.
That, she will do at Prestige today. You go get a manicure, mani-pedi, but a mani. She'll do one nail free. And thank you, Sandy. Sandy was so happy about that.
That was not approved by Sandy.
Grand Daisy. Well, Teresa Pike approved it, and she'll pay for it. And Teresa, you're going to pay for what I'm doing right now, whether you ask for it or not. I love some of them out there, not all of them. Well, a few of them. All right. So a lot going on. Time change weekend. Dollywood passes this morning. It's a Mix 1041, MixTV.tv Fall Fun Friday presented by Green Acres, Bridget.
Right.
And what are they doing for lunch out there?
Their lunch special today is chicken and dressing.
That doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Then they always have burgers and chicken salad. They have things they have every single day, but that special is the chicken and dressing for today.
They're going to do Christmas trees, selling Christmas trees for the 24/7 movement.
That's right.
Understand? So all that. Today's November 1. Who can believe that? Go to check out our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to our friend Montana Arterson over at Honey Baked Ham here in Cleveland. Also, Emily Shaw is 17 today. She's a student at Walker Valley, a member of the Color Guard. Trish Hazy is going to be 65 on Sunday. This is Mike Lee's wife. He says she is the best partner, mom, nana, and great nana ever. That's from her husband, daughter, grandson, and great-grandson. Also, Billy Bynum is celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Susan Kessler celebrating tomorrow as well. Tracy Blackburn is having a birthday today. Morgan Harvey is going to be 3 on Sunday. That's from her mom and family. Jason and Kim Fletcher, they're celebrating their 13th wedding anniversary tomorrow. And then Betty Myolin is going to be 89 tomorrow. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they invite you to their brand new location in Cleveland at the corner of Stewart Road and Keith Street. They're in Farm Lane Corner. They're having a big client and community appreciation event coming up on Wednesday from 10 to 1. Free hamburgers and hot dogs for you on Wednesday.
This news update is brought to you by Wright Pediatric Dentistry, now open in Cleveland on Paul Huff Parkway behind McAllister's, accepting new patients. Call Wright Pediatric Dentistry at 423-910-3055.
All right, 37,414 voters voted early in Bradley County during this 2024 election period. 37,414. Election Administrator Fran Green told me last night that 2,910 voters in Bradley County voted yesterday on the final day of early voting. So you wonder, you say, well, how does that compare to 2020? Well, it's up, actually. We had 2,134 more voters in 2024 than 4 years ago in the previous presidential election. So also, if you're wondering, back in 2020, we had a total voting count. We had about 45,000 total voters. So that's definitely within the realm of possibility. So your final chance to vote, of course, is Election Day on Tuesday. Polls will open in Bradley County at the 17 Bradley County precincts from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. And then tune in here. And, of course, we're your local and regional, statewide, that sort of thing, stations. Mix 104.1 will have, of course, Mix 104.1 and Fiesta 99.1 on the election night, plus MixTV.tv, all presented by the Logan Thompson Law Firm. 7 o'clock, we go on the air on Tuesday night. There was a fire at the Mountain View Inn on the Hill last night, exit 25. As Assistant City Fire Chief Pete Van Dusen told us, fire was confined to a mechanical room last night. Cleveland Utilities had to disconnect power to the entire building. Management working with the American Red Cross to work out a solution for the occupants. A fatal traffic crash. You heard us, Bridget, report on this yesterday morning on the interstate. It happened in the 5 o'clock hour yesterday morning. Local 3R News Partners report that what's called a superior traffic control worker was killed. Reports are that the worker was struck by a semi-truck yesterday morning. This in the 5 o'clock hour. It shut down the interstate for hours yesterday. I-75 northbound. It was just south of APD 40. The investigation continues. Household Hazardous Waste Collection Day. The Bradley County Justice Center is tomorrow, 8 a.m. until noon. Let me give you some items they're taking. So again, at the Justice Center, gives you a chance to dispose of hazardous items for free. Home chemicals like paint and cleaners, lawn and garden chemicals, herbicides, pesticides. Automotive, you think this audience knows the difference? Of course not. Automotive products, coolant, fuel additives, electronics. So you can take all that. Now, they do not accept, Bridget and your mother, they do not accept medical infectious waste. Leave it at home.
What is that supposed
they
to
do
mean?
not accept explosives. Bridget. That'd be more Fruit Loops. Hey, Fruit Loops, they will not take ammunition. You will be arrested on site. Now, Sheridan, do not bring your radioactive waste. We do not need that tomorrow. And then, Ashley, all of the following, or all of the previous.
Oh, man.
Lee Homecoming is this weekend, really begins today. Full weekend of activities, leeuniversity.edu for the details.
All right, let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. And taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate looking great as well. We do have rain in the area, so drive safely. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by Drain Right Guttering. Call them at 423-472-7018. Online at drainrightguttering.com. The go-to gutter guys.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Mattresses, you'll also find locally owned Mermaid Mattress, either across the street or around the corner, where more of your dollars will stay local.
All right, for today, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers, mainly this morning, a high of 69 and a low of 56 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, a high of 76 and a low of 54. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy again and still warm with a high of 77. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 64 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, we do have rain showers all across our listening area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
Mix 1041, good morning. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Sports sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Get cash at Solutions Finance. What used to be the Cook's Food Store Plaza, soon to become Ace Hardware Plaza here in Cleveland. High school football supplied by Wholesale Supply Group last night on Halloween. Cleveland High School defeated Hardin Valley 28-0. They are a 3 seed in the TSSAA state playoffs beginning next Friday night. They will travel to Johnson City Science Hill or Kingsport Dobbins Bennett. We do know that. I can also tell you that will be here on Mix 1041 next Friday night. Tyner over Meigs County last night in Region 3 3A, 20-14. That means if McMinn Central, who plays Chattanooga Central tonight at home, if they beat Central, Tyner will win the region. We'll see what happens. York Institute beat Polk County. Polk's final game of the year, 18-13 tonight. Couldn't be bigger. It's a region championship game. McMinn County at Walker Valley for the region championship. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. We will have triple coverage tonight. Mix 1041, 99.1 FM, and MixTV.tv. And so here's the deal. If Walker Valley wins, it's over. They win the region, and they would host at least the first 2 rounds of the playoffs beginning next week. If McMinn County wins, it gets complicated because then that would mean if McMinn County wins and East Hamilton wins the region. If McMinn County wins and Ray County wins, McMinn County wins the region. A little complicated. So Walker Valley, just win, baby. That's all you got to do. All right, so that's tonight, 7 o'clock. McMinn County at Walker Valley. Get your tickets early at the Monogram Market. There with Kathy Turner. Also at the Town Square with Larry, or at Gobbles Automotive with Ginger. There you go. Bradley at Beard tonight. It will be Bradley's final game of the season. Kickoff 7 o'clock. It'll be on ESPN Cleveland 1013. Also ESPN Cleveland 1013.com. Bradley, an injury-riddled season. But some highlights. Damon Floyd became the winningest coach in Bradley history this season. They're young, folks. They'll be back. Don't worry. NFL Thursday Night Football last night. Jets in a good one beat the Texans 21-13. The Braves traded Jorge Soler to the Angels for pitcher Griffin Canning. Tennessee will play Kentucky at Neyland Stadium tomorrow night. Mix 1041 and the Mix app. 7:45 kickoff presented by TVFCU tomorrow night. Pre-game 6:30 presented by Hardee's here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. Georgia, Florida. Tomorrow 3:30 kickoff. Pre-game 11:30. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 and the ESPN Cleveland app. Download that from ESPN Cleveland 1013.com. All supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Pre-game 11:30. It's homecoming at Lee University tomorrow. These are exhibition basketball games. Now that Lee is in the NCAA, Lee Lady Flames will take on Grace College at noon. The Lee men and Bubba Smith will meet Bubba's former team, University of Sewanee, at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Right here on Mix 104.1, presented by CHI Memorial. Then Sunday, Cowboys at the Falcons. Kickoff 1 o'clock Sunday. Your home of the Falcons is ESPN Cleveland 101.3. And Bridget, I agree with you. In the toilet bowl game, Patriots and the Titans in Nashville couldn't be worse.
I did not say that.
Kickoff Sunday, 1 o'clock on Mix 104.1, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. All right, sports, 8:43.
Mammograms can detect breast cancer early when it's...
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga. With an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products, make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Right now, take up to 5 years, no interest financing on Tempur-Pedic purchases. Only for a limited time this fall. Only at Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's favorite mattress store.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett, and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask.
Yes, good morning, Kelly Paul, and we love Kelly Paul at Bender Realty. Yes. A couple of housekeeping items here. Time change weekend. Make sure and set those clocks back. See, isn't that a good excuse to be late to church?
Well, you'd be early.
I can't figure it. Who cares?
You'd be an hour early if you don't set your clock back. Oh. But that would be fine, too. You could set that hour to pray.
Probably need that.
You need that.
Can you not tarry 1 hour? Anyway, set your times back 1 hour before you go to bed Saturday night. It is that time of year, folks. Fall back, time change 1 hour. And then, Bridget, we're giving away a pair of passes to Dollywood this morning. It's our Fall Fun Friday, which is presented by Green Acres. So tell me something good about Green Acres, my friends Matt and Terry and everybody out there.
Yes, of course, they're locally owned and operated by the Dillard family. So they have chicken and dressing for their lunch special today. Wonderful. And then each and every day they have burgers, cheeseburgers, chicken salad. So stop by for a great breakfast or lunch. They also have chocolate pie right now that you can order. And that's all available for you at Green Acres, located on Georgetown Road across from Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary School.
All right, so a lot happening here this morning, and a bunch of birthdays and anniversaries and special occasions. Of course, we have a birthday prize pack from Sweet Emmeline's Cheesecake, and we have our anniversary prize, a dozen roses from Flowers in Things. And I know Flowers in Things getting ready, Ryan and all of them, for the big holiday season. All right, Bridget, what's happening? Our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Happy birthday to our friend Montana Arterson today over at Honey Baked here in Cleveland. Also, Emily Shaw is 17 today, a student at Walker Valley, where she is a member of the Color Guard. Trish Hazy is going to be 65 on Sunday. This is Mike Lee's wife. That is from her entire family there. Billy Bynum is having a birthday tomorrow. Susan Kessler celebrating tomorrow as well. Tracy Blackburn having a birthday today. Morgan Harvey is going to be 3 on Sunday. That's from her mom and family. Jason and Kim Fletcher, they're celebrating their 13th wedding anniversary tomorrow. And then Betty Myolan is going to be 89 tomorrow. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritipest Mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they invite you to their brand new location here in Cleveland at the corner of Stewart Road and Keith Street in the Farm Lane corner from 10 to 1 on Wednesday. They're going to have a big client and community appreciation event. Free hamburgers and hot dogs for you there at Simmons Bank on Wednesday.
Let's get a Logan Thompson Law news update brought to you by the Logan Thompson Law Firm. And we've just received a press release from the Bradley County Sheriff's Department that the 10th Judicial Drug Task Force conducted a vape business compliance check this past Tuesday, and they conducted a compliance check of 47 local businesses in Bradley, McMinn, Monroe, and Polk counties in reference to the sale of vape and THC products to individuals under the age of 21. As a result of the operation, 17 businesses were found to have violated state law. The task force issued a total of 34 citations during the operation. Agencies assisting include the task force in the 10th District, assisting the 10th Judicial District Drug Task Force include the Athens Police Department, ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Sheriff's Office, Cleveland Police Department, McMinn County Sheriff's Department, Monroe County Sheriff's Office, Monroe County Prevention and Wellness Coalition, Polk County Sheriff's Office, and the Sweetwater Police Department. The initiative underscores our commitment to preventing the illegal sale of these products to minors, as well as ensuring that local businesses adhere to all applicable regulations. District Attorney General Stephen M. Hatchett is quoted as saying, quote, "The District Attorney's Office and all our law enforcement partners are committed to preventing youth access to tobacco, smoking hemp, and vapor products. We have received multiple complaints from our community and our schools regarding these products, and we've taken proactive action to stop these products from being sold to our youth. We truly appreciate ATS The Bridge and the Monroe County Wellness and Prevention Coalition helping with these enforcement actions." This is again, I'm quoting District Attorney Hatchett, this is notice to any establishments in the 10th Judicial District selling these products that enforcement actions will continue to protect our youth, end quote. Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson said, quote, "The sale of vapes and THC products to minors is an issue that we take very seriously. We will continue to partner with the 10th Judicial Drug Task Force in these types of investigation," end quote. Cleveland Police Chief Mark Gibson, quote, "This mutual aid effort reflects our comprehensive dedication to holding businesses accountable for compliance with state law, especially when it concerns these types of products that impact our community's well-being," end quote. All right, I'll also give you a programming note here. Monday morning at about 7:30, we will be joined by District Attorney General Stephen Hatchett, also Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson, and Cleveland Police Chief Mark Gibson on this broadcast to talk about this, to talk about their enforcement efforts and what happened this past Tuesday. Again, 17 businesses received citations, according to a press release we just received from the Bradley County Sheriff's Office, that 17 businesses found to have violated state law in this district by selling vape and THC products to individuals under the age of 21. All right, that is a news update here. We're back in a moment.
Are you noticing cracks in your foundation walls?
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Yeah, they're going to need to call Logan Thompson.
Give me Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson.
I'm going to need Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson.
Don't worry, dear. We have Logan Thompson.
I got to call Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson!
If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute and Vein Clinic. October is Stroke Awareness Month. Did you know that peripheral artery disease increases your risk for stroke? At the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, they specialize in diagnosing and treating PAD to reduce your risk for stroke and other serious conditions. A simple health guard screening can provide answers. What are the signs of stroke you shouldn't ignore? Think fast. Face. Is there facial movement only on one side? Arms. Does one arm not raise normally? Speech. Is there a presence of slurred speech? And time. If answered yes to the other questions, dial 911. This October, take action. Call the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga at 423-602-2750 or visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com and let them help protect your future. VIC is the only vascular practice that welcomes self-referrals, offers timely appointments, and has 5 convenient locations. And anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate looking great as well. We do have rain in the area, so drive safely. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Milligan Vein. Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better within a day. Visit milliganvein.com or call 423-961-5682.
Tennessee Valley weather.
Now we're blowing your mind now. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. Oh, man. Fruit Loops, I saw what you did there.
What? I missed it.
Bridget missed it.
Can you replay?
MixTV.tv, Fruit Loops. Look at that.
Wow.
We went from traffic.
He was ready.
Traffic, and now weather. Oh, that was fun. He's having fun back. That's like playing a video game. All right, it's time for the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. Big weekend at Mermaid Mattress. 2 locations serving Cleveland. Georgetown Road to the factory off 25th Street, Stewart Road, just down from First Baptist.
Right now, take up to 5 years, no interest financing on Tempur-Pedic purchases. Only for a limited time this fall. Only at Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's favorite mattress store.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
For today, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers, mainly this morning, a high of 69 and a low of 56 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, a high of 76 and a low of 54. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy again and still very warm, a high of 77. Your current Milligan Vein temperature is 64 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, we do have rain showers all across our listening area.
This weather forecast is sponsored by George Gray Allstate Insurance. Give him a call at 423-479-5431. You're in good hands with Allstate and George Gray.
All right, a couple of reminders here. We will have the big game tonight for the region championship. It'll be McMinn County at Walker Valley High School. Kickoff 7 o'clock at Walker Valley. Get your tickets early for that game at Monogram Market, Gobbles Automotive, and the Town Squire. You can go ahead and get your tickets. Also, we'll have triple coverage tonight of that game. Mix 104.1, also 99.1 FM, and MixTV.tv. So triple coverage, region championship. If Walker Valley wins, they win the region. Very important. They would host a playoff game next Friday night on the 8th. If they lose, we've got a convoluted situation there. But anyway, McMinn County at Walker Valley. Also, tonight, Bradley at Knoxville-Bearden. But it will be Bradley's final game of the year, 7 o'clock, ESPN Cleveland, 101.3, anywhere around the world on the Mix app or ESPN Cleveland, 1013.com. It's time change weekend. Remember to set your clocks back 1 hour Saturday night before going to bed. It's Lee homecoming weekend. Got a lot of people in town, thousands of people coming to town today. from around the area. If you're one of those people, welcome back home. And Lee University will host those events beginning today, tonight, through tomorrow, and tomorrow night. LeeUniversity.edu. Go to Homecoming. The page there has all the details. And, Bridget, we're still qualifying people for passes, a pair of passes to Dollywood. It's our Fall Fun Friday, presented by Green Acres.
That's right. If you'd like to win or qualify, you can call or text us at 423-614-6499. Call us on the Volunteer Rid-A-Pest Mix line or text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line.
If you go on our Facebook page this morning, you can look at the Centenary Avenue flash mob last night on Halloween. Tens of thousands have apparently seen it. And they did a good job, actually. They rehearsed for about 6 weeks, I understand.
Wow.
Go to Mix 1041 WCLE on Facebook. Plus, hey, Fruit Loops, how can people look at those? We got a bunch of great pictures of Halloween costumes last night. I think we got a prize involved in that. So how can they see those?
Yeah, they can go to our Facebook and look at the costume contest that we posted yesterday morning. There's like 430 photos on there, I believe.
Wow. Thanks to Central Heat and Air for sponsoring that contest. Got a nice prize. All right, so, Bridget, this is it.
All right, see ya.
Yeah. No. Fruit Loops, any words of wisdom for us as we go into the weekend? No. Thank you. Thanks. You've learned. Bye.